I'm Amber Marcella with SCN Corporate Connect. We're here today in San Francisco at the World Crypto Economic Forum. I'm here now with Michael Garbade from LiveEdu. Michael, tell us about your company.
Right. So the name of our company is LiveEdu. We are running an ICO right now.
Okay.
And what we are trying to build is we are trying to build a YouTube for online education and professional development.
Okay.
So we are building an online education ecosystem that is more focused on intermediates to experts.
Okay.
So we don't cater to beginners.
Right.
You probably know Linda, Udemy, Code Academy.
Okay.
They are pretty great education platforms.
Right.
But they are pretty much focused on like the beginner stage. And where we see a big white space is the intermediate to experts. That means people who already have experience in their industry or field.
Right.
And they just want to improve the skills that they have. They just want to get better at what they already do.
Makes sense.
And that's what we kind of like are trying to cover. So
Yeah, okay.
we are building an ecosystem around the space that we cover. So that's why we are running our ICO, and yeah, we are in the middle of it. We started yesterday, and we are almost 50% through.
That's great. So how long have you been in the space, and how did you get involved?
Right. Actually, I got into the online education space and professional development by accident. It was not planned. I was working on a side project, and that side project became popular. I just launched it on Reddit.
Okay.
And it became really popular. We got like 5,000 users when we launched it. It was a fun project.
Yeah.
We just dumped on Reddit to see how people,
would react
to it.
Yeah, of course.
And the reaction was really positive. So
That's
the idea
great.
was that, okay, this could be something meaningful.
Yeah.
So let's build a company out of it. And yeah, this is how it started. And we have been running, we started the company initially as livecoding.tv. We were pretty much focused on software development.
Okay.
People showcasing what they are working on, kind of like in a casual streaming environment.
Yeah.
And we just realized that there's a bigger opportunity, there's a bigger business opportunity, there's a multi-billion-dollar market out there that we can tap into, and that's the professional development market. So that's why we are building the YouTube for online education and professional development. The difference between us and YouTube will be like we are really focused on education. People don't come to us for music or clip, cat videos or just for fun.
Yeah,
people come to us to kind of improve their skills to learn. And we cover mainly like future technologies, meaning technologies and topics that existing online education platforms don't cover at all, like cybersecurity. So we cover cybersecurity.
Yeah.
We cover artificial intelligence.
Okay.
We cover virtual reality.
Got it.
And we don't just teach people beginner topics around it. We build like projects. So our platform is like a project land platform, right? Our ecosystem is a project land ecosystem.
Yeah.
And we are trying to build like currently like 10,000 projects in these topics. So like if anybody wants to kind of like improve his skills, the idea we have is that you will not learn theory, but you take one of these projects and practice it.
Okay.
Right. So we have like structured projects. We also have like structured project files that you can download. Right. And that's the idea we have. So for any topic that you can think of, if we do a pretty good job, it will be like the place on the web for projects. Right. That's what we are trying to be.
Great. So how are you utilizing the blockchain technology? Right.
So in terms of blockchain, you can imagine our product an ecosystem as the Steemit for online education. So there's a very successful company called Steemit that kind of like build like a content publishing marketplace, right? Where they didn't have a lot of money in the beginning, and they just said like, hey, you're a good journalist. Create content, I'll give you tokens, and when that content, it gets high quality, the price of the tokens will go up.
Of course.
So like in a couple of years, if you create really high quality content, it'll go up and up and up.
Yeah.
And they have been very successful. They have really great content in the publishing marketplace, and we are trying to do something similar for the online education space. So we have like people who are really experienced in cybersecurity, who are experienced in artificial intelligence, and we are like, hey, Jake, you have been like in cybersecurity for 20 years. You can build like awesome projects in cybersecurity. So come on our platform and build like ecosystem and build like cybersecurity projects. And if you build like 30 cybersecurity projects, we can sell it easily. Right. Because they are real practical projects that nobody who wants to learn cybersecurity will find online. Right. These are project resources you won't find anywhere. Yeah. Right. So the idea is like to build like 10,000 projects for each of these topics that we have. That's like our vision. So if we do it pretty well and the projects are of high quality, what will happen is like the people who we give the tokens to, they can benefit from it. Great. So that's the basic assumption. So we are tokenizing our marketplace on the supply side and on the demand side. On the demand side, people use our tokens for payments. So if somebody wants to access the projects, they pay. We have a simple subscription model. Our content is not free, not like YouTube. It's like paid content, so people need to have a subscription to kind of like access the project. So this is how we use the tokens. So we use the tokens for, in a summary, we use it for payments. Yeah, it's like a payment method in our ecosystem. All forms of like financial transactions that we have in our ecosystem.
That sounds great.
We also use it for rewards. We reward the people who do like positive activities in the community, like moderation, like helping other people. So we reward them with the tokens instead of paying them fiat.
Right.
We don't have to pay them money, right? We can pay in the tokens.
Yeah.
And on the supply side, we use the tokens to basically solve the chicken and egg problem we have in the beginning. We don't have a lot of projects. For our ecosystem to make sense, we need a ton of projects. And so we are using the tokens as a way to incentivize the people who are creating their projects and as an economic incentive to get them excited, get them going, and to see a benefit for them.
Right.
But in 2 or 3 years, we plan to create our own protocol. We are using the Ethereum protocol right now. So we are an ERC20 token technology company. But in 2 or 3 years, what we plan to do is we plan to kind of build our own protocol. That's what we would do in 2 or 3 years. But for now, the way we use the blockchain is as an app blockchain company. So we don't have our own protocol, but we use layers of the Ethereum network to kind of build our blockchain technology.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Amber Marcella, and you're watching SCN Corporate Connect.